Pardon me, honey, stand aside. I've got a little unfinished business here. Zeke! Zeke! Dagnabbit, you confounded meat eater. You're late.
Virgil, you vegan varmint. What am I late for?
We had a shootout scheduled for high noon, and it's 12:30. You're a half hour late.
What are you talking about? It's only 11:30. I've got a half hour yet. Did you forget about daylight savings time?
Dadgummit, you fool. This is Arizona. We don't have no daylight savings time.
Well,
And now we've missed our rendezvous.
Well, how about high 1 o'clock then?
1 o'clock? No. Can't do 1 o'clock. I've got yoga. How about high 2 o'clock?
Let me check. High 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, yeah.
No, daughter's got roping lessons at 2. How does high 3 o'clock work for you?
No. 3 o'clock, gotta take the wife to the dressing room.
You're a scoundrel! You told me you weren't married!
Boy, you sure got caught on that one.
So that's what you've been doing with your evenings instead of spending time with your wife and 12 kids. That's it. I'm leaving you, and I'm leaving the kids with you, and I'm moving back to New York City.
New York City?
See, would you tell your wife that yes, I would like that flannel she offered me the other day?
Woman, can't you see we're about to have a shootout here?
Ha! Seems to me all you're doing is shooting off your big fat mouth. What?
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah?
We could do it tomorrow at high noon. All the good gunfights start at high noon.
Wait just a dead blasted minute there, Zeke. You promised you a plate of beans would be
Ah.
tomorrow high noon.
Justice, I forgot. Virgil, you ain't gonna want to be around me for a while after I eat them beans.
All right. Looks like we're going to have to postpone this thing until tomorrow. I'll tell you what, I could squeeze you in between getting my horse shod and my son's harp lessons. How's about 3:30 tomorrow?
Can't do it. I got a cattle drive at 2.
A cattle drive at 2? Wait a second, Zeke.
What?
I plumb forgot what we were having this shootout about anyway. What was it for?
I can't rightly remember. Probably cards or women.
Cards or women? Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's go to the bird cage, have a few stiff ones, and maybe it'll come back to us.
Yeah. Let's go to the bird
All right,
cage.
here we go.
Have some.
Yeah, we're on our way.
All right.
Good
Hey,
idea.
oh, wait for me.
Come on,
Come on, Francis.
Where did everybody go? How's a girl to make a living this way? But I do see they left me some of my favorite things. And I'm sure all of this money was meant for me. And you know what goes good with money? You're right. Whiskey. Ooh. It is awful hot out there today, don't you think? And I can't leave that one all by itself. That wouldn't be neighborly now, would it? No. Well, now I think I'm ready to spend some of this money. Oh, what a beautiful day we are having. Oh,
Miss Maggie, how are you this fine day?
I'm doing well, thank you. And Miss Ruth, didn't I hear something about your Edgar not doing well?
Well, he's been carousing and came home late. I found him behind the barn, dead.
Ooh.
I called for my daughter for help, and we buried him in the backyard.
Oh my!
Oh my God, he's gotten so mean. I'm I'm glad he's gone. I am not gonna miss that cat.
I thought she was talking about her husband, didn't you? And Miss Ruth, isn't that a new hat I see you wearing?
Well, thank you for noticing. I just picked it up at Pam's millinery after going to the bank and running several errands. Didn't she do a lovely job?
It is beautiful. Could I hold it? Please, I'll be very, very careful. Okay. Oh, look. Isn't the color, the feathers? It even has a bird on it. Oh my God, it just wonderful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I seem to have dropped my
Maggie,
hat.
how could you be so careless? Now I must go back to Pam's millinery, have my hat repaired and cleaned. You have completely ruffled my feathers.
But I was sorry.
Good day.
Thank goodness they are finally gone, and I can see what is in my bag.
Oh, hello, Maggie. I haven't seen you in a while. I guess the saloon's been keeping you pretty busy. How have you been?
Well, I've been good, thank you, and I think I'm going to be a little better even later.
I don't really care. I've been looking for Miss B. I hear she's gotten a new hat. And I know it can't possibly be as pretty as my hat. Don't you think? Have you seen her?
No, I haven't seen her out today.
Well, she's usually out walking that great big dog of hers. You know, that big black one called Spike? You know, him? And she's always carrying a bag just like that one.
Like this one?
Yes, just like that one.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I must be going. I must be going.
Oh, okay. Maggie, you dropped your bag. Oh, she's such a scatterbrain. You think we ought to look inside and see what's in it? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. This new French corset I got is so tight I can't bend over. But it does help to accentuate my perfect 18-inch Victorian waistline. Okay, 33, but who's counting?
Annabelle, look what I found. Look at it, a bag.
I've just been explaining to these nice people why I can't bend over to pick it up.
Because you're old?
No, I'm not old. It's my new French corset won't let me bend over.
Oh, have you been telling them that story about it accentuates her perfectly 18-inch waist, but then she corrects it to 33, which is still a stretch?
You are so rude, Emma.
Well, that might be so, but I saw it. I was looking right at it.
No, you weren't. I saw what you were looking at. You were making eyes at Carl right over there. You were, I saw you. Isn't he cute?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I wonder if he's married. Oh, I wonder if he's rich. I wonder if he has a brother for you. Oh, I don't care. I'm taking him.
Yeah, you know, once they get to know me, they won't want anything to do with you. You know that gentlemen come around from miles just to get a glimpse of my left elbow.
What? I think she thinks we're doing the Mikado. Either that or she's having a heat stroke, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I'm still taking the bag.
It's my bag.
On guard.
What?
On guard. Come on.
Can you believe this? She wants to parasol fight?
Come on, fight.
Good Lord. You are such a silly person.
Oh. Oh. You fight like a girl.
Well, I am a girl.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, doesn't matter. I'm taking that bag.
You are a bag.
Take that for calling me a bag.
That hurts. Oh, you have dented my brand new corset. My brand new corset has a dent in it right here. She put a dent in it.
Oh, that does hurt. Oh, and you dented my corset. Oh, no, you didn't. Because you want to know why you didn't dent my corset? I borrowed this corset. Y'all want to know who I borrowed it from? You.
Well, that's okay because I gave you the old dirty one anyhow.
You mean like you?
Oh, you are so rude.
That may be true, but at least I don't have 2 dented corsets.
I only have 2 corsets and they're both dented.
Oh, sis, you know what? I am going to take you around and buy you a nice hot cup of tea, but I am not buying you a new corset.
Well, it probably has dog poo in it anyhow.
What's all this calibrating about?
Don't you touch that bag. You know it doesn't belong to you. Some poor soul dropped it and will be back by to pick it up.
How do you know it's not mine?
Because you look this way, and you look that way, and you look that way to make sure no one was looking before you tried to pick it up.
Well, I'm going to take it anyway.
If you do, I will tell your husband, the sheriff, that I saw you behind the schoolyard with that handsome new deputy. You know I'll do it.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, yes, I would, because you stole the sheriff from me.
That's because he didn't want you, and I don't want that bag, so ha!
Rude. Shall we look what's inside?
Oh, you found my bag. I thought I'd never see it again.
Oh, I'm so glad you came to get it. So, would you mind showing us what's inside the bag?
Do you really want to see what's in it?
Oh, what is that?
Oh, where are you going?
Oh,
What do you
my
want to
word.
see? It's my husband's favorite pair of long johns, and he wouldn't take them off for 6 months. I finally got him to take it off, and I have to go do the laundry. Bye. Anyone want to smell?
Greetings and welcome, everybody, to the Arizona Old West History in Fashion, presented by the Western Heritage Center, where we showcase museums, organizations, and events that preserve and celebrate our proud Arizona history. My name is Bob. I'm one of the volunteers at the WHC. We donate our time there to bring Old West history alive. Today, we will share with you some tales of our state's early pioneers, illustrated by fashion, what these folks wore when they tamed the Wild West. As a great Victorian author and humorist Oscar Wilde once put it, fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. The most popular style of feminine clothing in the 1870s was called the bustle. It was the first and most successful experiment that shifted attention from the lower half of a lady, the hoop and the crinoline in Civil War times, to her backside through fabric gathered behind and atop a hidden bustle pad or a large cage bustle. We see a Prescott lady of quality on her way to join other gentlewomen for an afternoon tea at a mutual friend's house. She fashionably shows her up-to-the-minute fashion sense in a bustle visiting outfit, essentially a fitted bodice over a skirt with a bustle. She sports a purple and green striped ensemble. Her accessories include gloves. A lady never leaves her home without gloves, a matching reticule or purse, and a matching parasol protection against the unforgiving Arizona sun.
Where did you get that fabric? I was told I was going to be the only one with this colored fabric.
Well, interesting, he told me the same thing.
Well, I don't think you should ever wear it again.
Well, we are just gonna have to work out a schedule.
We'll have to see about that. I don't think I like this at all.
Thank you, ladies.
This is not.
By the 1890s, visitors could safely tour the West and experience hunting the buffalo. They dreamed of securing a massive wall trophy, as well as a warm, woolly buffalo fur coat. And here comes one now. This visitor from New York City is hunting the elusive buffalo. Maybe he wants a mate for that black bear coat he now wears, a trophy from an earlier trip. You think he grinned down that bar like Davy Crockett? He's also carrying the famous rifle of the times, a Sharps. Bear and buffalo coats were prized possessions in the Old West to ward off the biting cold winters. He's wearing a silk top hat, since the beaver top hats were out of fashion by the 1880s. Good hunting, Tenderfoot.
I'm only a bird in a gilded cage.
I know that voice anywhere. Here comes Lily Langtry herself.
I may be looking sad, but it's not true. I love all you people. Thank you.
That was a bird in a gilded cage, which was one of her most popular tunes. She performed it religiously until her retirement from the stage in 1917. Lily is a beloved and wealthy independent woman. She wears one of her many exotic stage outfits. Her burgundy skirt is accompanied by a burgundy bodice. Her burgundy reticule, her gloves, parasol all match her costume, and the jewelry accents her beautiful wardrobe. She sports a flamboyant black feathered hat, as is her custom.
What are you doing out here? It's not your turn.
Oh, she's my sister. I want to stay out here with her.
What? No, she's not. Come on, you're coming with me.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay right here on the stage.
You act like such a savage. We are our mother's savage daughters, the ones who run barefoot, cursing sharp stones. We are our mother's savage daughters. We will not cut our hair. We will not lower our voice. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Lily, for allowing us to enjoy your ensemble. Through the hectic 1870s and into the 1880s, survival out west often depended upon the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. One of the best at this game was a colorful and controversial Arizona character by the name of John H. Swilling, better known as Jack. In 1863, he joined Joseph Walker's prospecting party, which discovered gold near the Hacienda Creek in central Arizona. On his way to being wealthier, he married a 17-year-old Hispanic girl, fathered 7 children, and settled in a mansion he built along the Salt River near the junction of the Gila River. He reopened prehistoric irrigation canals and on his land in that area. Others joined him, and thus Phoenix was born. Jack Swilling, here we are, as he might have looked while doing business with the prosperous Swilling Irrigation and Canal Company in Wickenburg. He wears a white linen town coat over a black shirt, jean vest, and shoulder holster with a Colt 44 pistol. He always was a man of action, ready for anything. His striking red plaid wool trousers are cut in the glossy style popular in the 1860s. And fashion, yes, but Jack was never a fashion plate. The brim of his venerable slouch hat is worn up with a brass palmetto tree pin, symbol of his native South Carolina. Thank you, Jack.
You are so welcome, sir.
Now remember that warning I gave you about our stagecoach ride into fashion? That's bound to get a little bumpy. Well, here comes a real doozy. Through the 1880s, focus was on the backsides of women's dresses, with the size of the bustle being the extreme fashion of the time. But in 1891, a mad desire to accentuate a tiny waist gripped the fashion world. It made the average 22-inch waist appear to be a mere 16 inches. Designers took the tightly fitted sleeve of the 1880s and literally ballooned it into large puffs. By 1892, the fullness was in full swing. With boning, stiff fabrics, down-filled pillows, or ribs of wire, the puff soon extended to the elbow, big enough for that afternoon snooze and rest. You be the judge. Here comes our 1890s puffy sleeve gal, epitome of high fashion. She finds these sleeves quite comfortable because they have a soft and tight-fitting inner sleeve. Maybe she finds the outer sleeve powerful. She can walk into a room and sweep pictures off the walls, decorate the carpet with vases full of flowers, and turn the dinner companion to sweep 2 place settings off the table. She is wearing a black skirt, and there is no bustle. Her blouse is dark brown pin-tuck satin, and her jacket with those understated sleeves is gaily patterned and has pointed sleeve ends. Her hat is a tan woven material with black ostrich and pheasant feathers. By 1896, as quickly as women can change their mind, hardly any puffy sleeve fullness remained by the end of the year. The extinction of the puffy sleeve would be complete by 1898, as the designers thankfully moved off to other destructive pursuits. Thank you, my dear. If you fill those sleeves with gas, I'll bet you could make an aerial trip to the North Pole with that. The 1890s saw the rise of recreational bathing. Resorts at lakes near the rivers offered folks a chance to be first in the pool. A real kind of unveiling occurred in nearby Granite Dells, the female body. The Granite Dells Resort opened, and oh yes, they had a large swimming pool. More female flesh was exposed there than folks were accustomed to in the recent and more modest Victorian past. Swimsuits had gone through seismic changes in the years preceding and following the turn of the century, but it took the public a while to adjust. In the process, local laws were put into place, and the female body was legislated, and yes, there were swimsuit police. If too radically attired, a woman would be asked to go home and cover up. Even tape measures were in use. Mandates stated that swimwear could not be shorter than 6 inches above the knee. Here's our brave Granite Dells bather stepping toward the inviting pool.
That's my favorite one.
She wears the pinnacle nautical-style bathing suit design dripping with Victorian modesty. She sports a flannel one-piece bodice, a skirt with knee-length underdrawers, all in the patriotic blue-white stripe with red trim and white stockings. To protect her feet, she wears black bead shoes. Her large parasol protects her skin, and its peach lining gave the bather a healthy glow. She tops her jaunty outfit with a pert muffin cap to keep her hair in place and dry as the Arizona air. Thank you, Miss Bathing Beauty. While husbands might gather at a friend's home, library, or dining room to smoke cigars, drink brandy, and discuss politics, the wives might gather in the front parlor to discuss the latest fashions and quietly plot social revolution. Temperance societies were on the rise, and marching with the growing women's suffrage movement, as these Old West ladies were called the gentle tamers. Danielle, who will be handing out pamphlets, sports an assumed tailored ensemble comprised of fashionable burgundy Eton jacket, worn over a white high-necked blouse with a navy blue one-seamed umbrella ensemble. This stunning outfit is topped with a white felt hat festooned with pink and white feathers and fabric flowers. It shows that she means business. She wears an emblazoned banner with a shoulder-to-waist and purple-white gold badge proclaiming votes for women. Thank you, Danielle.
Join the movement, ladies. Join the movement. Take a flyer.
And now, we will answer the questions that you're all dying to ask. Just what did a fashionable frontier woman wear under those beautiful clothes? And just how much trouble was it to get undressed? Here we see a proper woman in the 1880s, just returned from an exhausting society event at which she flaunted the latest style worn over the latest designer's instrument of torture, the caged bustle. She was about to be freed from her clothing by her lady's maid. Getting dressed was a lot of work for the Victorian woman. However, it was even more work to get undressed. So with the help of her faithful lady's maid, she would disrobe and reveal to you the many layers involved in her attire. First, a lady always carried a parasol to protect her from the sun. This was not so much for fear of skin disease, but for fear of being unfashionably tanned. A white alabaster complexion was considered the ideal. A stylish hat, as well as gloves, helped in this endeavor. The lady always carried a small purse called a reticule. It was small because ladies rarely carried money, that being a man's job, and relied on credit stores when they shopped. One of the items the reticule contained was possibly a bottle of laudanum for headaches. First off is her bodice, which presented a myriad of buttons, hence a lady's maid who was indispensable, especially if the buttons were in the back. Zippers did not exist at this time, and every bodice was closed using buttons or hooks and eyes. This bodice is two-toned with a patterned vest, which helps impart the illusion of the desirable hourglass figure. The next item to be shed is the overskirt. The overskirt has an attached apron, gathered at the sides, bustled, and adorned with flowers. The last piece of her outerwear to be removed is the bustled skirt with a flounce and a gold braid at the hem.
Technical difficulties.
It wasn't easy, folks. Ladies did not dress and undress themselves. With all this, they had to have help. The last piece of her outerwear to be removed is the bustled skirt with a flounce and a gold braid at the hem. Now things get even more interesting as we explore what she wore underneath all that. The first and most essential item was the cage bustle, which gave her the desirable lift in the back. Some discerning males call the style the snail cage. I'm just saying. Next off is the frilly petticoat. Then the corset. The frilly petticoat prevents the corset from showing through her bodice, and underneath the tight-fitting and tortuous corset is an under camisole, which helped with comfort and hygiene, sweat, because most women only own one corset. Now she was down to her corset, camisole, and bloomers, which had a split crotch, as was appropriate at the time, making it much easier to answer nature's call than to completely disrobe. Our Lady also sports cotton striped stockings beneath it, all held up with garters. Exhausted by this entire process, Our Lady is now ready for a long day to relax for the evening. I'll bet she takes a shot of that laudanum. Well, what can you say after that? The Western Heritage Center thanks you for your support by attending this small sampling of what Arizona pioneers wore as they strove to create a good life in the West. We pay tribute to their brave, adventurous spirit by sharing their accomplishments with you as we brought their stories alive through their fashions. We thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And our stage manager.
And our stage manager, Will, who did not give it out.
Thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
We had a lot of fun.
Thank you,
You did too.
We hope you did too.
I'm enjoying it.